Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fengyun tournament for Dota 2. Of course, it is a round of 16 series between LGD Gaming and MVP Phoenix. The best of 3 series rolls on. It's the last one of the evening. We've had 3 so far, 3 incredible matches going our way. We've got the last one of the night here. It's the game 2 of the series, so LGD Gaming already has that 1-0 lead over MVP Phoenix. Phoenix, they need to take this win to keep on going and bring it to a game number 3. However, that's going to be a tall task as they're going up against pretty much, one of the juggernauts, of course, of this scene. So thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mont. With me tonight is Basekip. How are you, sir?
Yeah, doing very well. How are you holding up, Mont?
Well, I was doing well a couple hours ago, but we're entering 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, so it's starting to take its toll on me. Hopefully we'll be okay, and I'll get my excitement going as the game moves along. We're jumping right into the draft, however, so we will see a couple of picks and bans go out. But MVP Phoenix, they need to have a better game than the one they had in the previous set. So
yeah, they have to have something up their sleeve. I think we're also back on Perfect World server as opposed to the SEA versus China matchup. We're not alternating. We're just going to be playing this one on Perfect World. So even an advantage in favor of LGD as far as servers are concerned. So not the best for Phoenix because of that as well, but we'll see. Maybe they have another pocket strat up their sleeve right now.
Yeah, but when you talk about pocket strategies, it didn't really work well for the first time, so maybe they go for something more conventional. I'd be very surprised if not. The Alchemist and Nature's Prophet go again for LGD, and Alchemist has done so well when we see it. It's just such a strong hero. We saw Super from Vici Gaming do an excellent job on that hero last time around. With the Nature's Prophet, they're going to be even better, split pushing, just finding an effective ganks all over the map, and just being all around a nuisance. So MVP Phoenix pick up the Venomancer, but still, I like LGD Gaming's draft so far.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to see the super early Bounty Hunter ban from MVP, because I would not call that a standard ban at all, and I wouldn't even say that LGD really heavily pick the hero to justify it. So maybe March has something in mind. We'll have to see. A lot of MVP's wins in Korea are everybody stacks stuff for Demon, he farms it up on like a Queen of Pain or a Shadow Fiend, and then kind of 1v5s. So maybe there's something similar in the works here. We'll have to see. Yeah,
that's a bit of an issue though. As LGD is such a well-rounded team, that generally doesn't work on them. I feel like they're okay at making sure everybody is being yanked efficiently. They shut down Demon, I think, and that's really the biggest thing. And you saw in the last game was he was in the mid lane and Demon just got absolutely manhandled throughout LGD's play. From roams from DD and DDC, Alchemist getting double damage runes, and just being so aggressive against him, he couldn't get anything done. And even when he did, there were teams, LGD was coming in fighting and just taking him down. Even when he got the Aegis from Ro16, they knew it was happening. They said, well, we're going to let it happen. You're just going to die afterwards. So with LGD Gaming now, they have a strong draft, and even if Demon has a hero that goes well for him, we'll probably see LGD try to shut him down again.
And MVP are already chewing into their reserve time right now, so... And this is not where you would typically see reserve time being eaten up on this second pick. Most of the time, as a captain going into a game, you just have something in mind already, the kind of thing that you would like to get for your first couple of picks, and then you flush things out later. But they deliberate for quite a while, and they do end up going for the Night Stalker.
Yeah, and I don't mind this pickup. I don't think it was necessary to grab it at the second pick because of really it never gets banned out at all. So interesting choice for them, and maybe the start of another pocket strategy like you talked about. The silence is good, especially against the Alchemist. Nature's Prophet, if he's trying to TP you away, same thing there. So not a bad pickup coming out for them, but still very interesting that they pick it with the second pick.
Yeah, so like you said, could be the beginnings of something particular. We did see a little bit of Night Stalker as we made our way into 6.79, but I think the final verdict was that teams weren't too interested in really heavily picking up. I think when we had the first 2 weeks of 6.79, it was Night Stalker and Lich and kind of the new Venomancer, and Night Stalker is pretty much completely out of the picture now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the change to him in the nighttime, everyone loved it at first, but now he's just picked up as sort of a niche pick. And yeah, those first couple of weeks you saw it in certain tournaments, especially in the Western scene. You know, Liquid picked it up very, very often. However, it seemed a lot of, you know, kind of falling out of favor. So the choices kind of now dwindle as the draft moves along here for both teams. The Timbersaw and the Nyx Assassin are banned out. They pick up the Rubik again for LGD Gaming. If there's one hero we've seen a lot of tonight, Base, it's probably this Rubik.
It's probably Rubik. I don't mind seeing him. You know, he makes some big plays. Right. He's you know, pretty sharply dressed. I think it's fine. I'm fine seeing all this Rubik.
He's very sharply dressed, and I think no one will complain about the Rubik pickup because he's so damn fun to watch. Spells can be stolen. FY played it well. Remaining. I mean, we saw LGD play it, you know, last night. I think it was on DDC or DD. Remaining. I'm not sure. But either way, it's a phenomenal pickup, and they do value it very highly for good reasons. Stealing spells is kind of the name of the game, it seems like, as of right now. And being aggressive, telekinesis, I think, has been telekinesis followed up by another sort of disable or something that can lock somebody down. We saw it with the Leshrac, you see it with another hero with the disable, even with the clockwork to put him back into the cogs. Just catching people out of position, following it up with not a slow, but something that actually does physical damage as well as maybe even a disable on top of that. So good pickup there. The Luna's going to follow up for LGD Gaming. Very similar draft to what we've always seen, so very nice stuff coming up for them.
Yeah, if they had the Visage, like, this would be very, very close to a draft that we've already seen today twice.
Yep.
So, well, it's not too surprising. Again, it's just a really solid lineup overall. I would love to see LGD go for a level 1 Roshan. They could actually do it. You pretty much just need Nature's Prophet plus Luna, and you can grab whoever else you want, and that's pretty much it. Like, you need one melee hero with a Stout Shield and 2 salves, I think, with the Trance, but the damage from Lunar Blessing is actually enough to, with 5 heroes, to just kill Roshan at the start. I don't think we'll see it, but it's something that I just have in the back of my mind from getting cheesed by some of the teams in the Australian scene.
Yeah.
So I see the Prophet and the Luna on the dire side, and I'm like, guys,
gotta be careful. Please check the Roche pit. I don't want to have this happen to me again. And yeah, that could happen, but I feel like LGD Gaming, the way that they ended the first game, that'd be a bold strategy coming out for them to go for a level 1 Roshan. And I apologize, my words are failing me a bit. I've been up for quite a long time, and well, that's no excuse. I'm just too hype. I'm too frazzled from that 60-minute game, man. It's been a long day of casting, so
that definitely burned both of us out, I think. I don't know. I'd really like to see LGD do it, only because it would be like LGD in Game 1 burned down MVP's house, and now, you know, going for the level 1 Roshan would be like kicking sand in their face, or salting the earth, or however you want to put it. I think everybody gets what I'm going for here.
Yes,
but no, I doubt that LGD will do it.
I mean, they can get a Holy Persuasion Chen, and grab a creep, have him tank it up at least for a bit. So I don't know. I mean, it's possible. It is theoretically possible.
How do you get a creep before 30 seconds, man?
Oh, God, I really am tired. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Well,
reserve time.
We're gonna forget that I ever said that.
It said what?
Exactly. MVP Phoenix, they've got 12 seconds left in reserve time right now. They pick up the Lich with their next pickup, and then Storm Spirit right after that. So a pretty well-rounded team. Honestly, this is not sort of a pocket strategy. This is a legitimate strategy, other than, of course, the Storm Spirit and Night Stalker both being those mid heroes. Night Stalker can go in that off lane, probably a dual lane with a Lich, and then maybe do Weaver, Venomancer, Storm Spirit mid is what I'm thinking. But that maybe isn't 100% accurate. What do you think about the lineup right now from MVP Phoenix?
I actually like it quite a bit. I'm not so sure about the Lich pickup, and I think the last pick Chen from LGD is great. As a response to that, you get a whole bunch of creeps to just soak the Chain Frost, and you can really heavily punish the Lich for just sitting in a lane and sacrificing. I like that they have a really good ganking theme through with like the Night Stalker and the Storm Spirit, but unfortunately their supports don't really go along with that. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Lich pickup is, I don't know, we'll see how it works. We are waiting on a disconnect coming out from March. It looks like, no, not March. Is that Demon? Nope, March disconnected actually, and Demon hasn't picked up his hero yet, so classic. Gonna jump right into the game though, ladies and gentlemen. It is game number 2 of MVP versus LGD Gaming. It's a best of 3 series. Remember, this is single elimination, so if MVP goes down here, they're out of the tournament, whereas LGD Gaming, they only need 1 win to move on here. And so right now, we will jump into the game. Let's get into some introductions here. On the side of LGD, we've got Xiao8 on the Alchemist. Rabbit, aka Xiao 2G, will be on the Luna. Yao on the Nature's Prophet. DDC on the Rubik. And DD on the Chen. And Base Skip, why don't you go ahead and do MVP?
Yep. So over on MVP, we have March, the captain and drafter. Over on the Night Stalker, Demon is going to be on the Storm Spirit. Rison will be your Venomancer. Heen is going to be, again, on the Weaver. And Forev will be handling the Lich.
Yep, so just like that, the game does get set to go and starts right off. And we'll see what the lanes are going to be here. Like we talked about, I was feeling that it might be the Venomancer with the Weaver, but it looks like they're doing maybe an aggro try up in that top lane with the Night Stalker and Demon playing it. They want to, or excuse me, March playing. They want to try to maybe shut down the heroes up in the top lane, including Ro16, which will be tough. It's a good try, but not necessarily something that can really do that much work. In fact, they're actually going to blow it up right now. They send Regen down to the bottom lane, so maybe it is the dual lane that we talked about earlier. I think I'm inclined to believe it's that, so we'll see what they want to do.
Yeah, I think Forev might just use his first sacrifice top lane, and then he might just sit and sacrifice mid for the rest of the game and just try and keep Demon safe, because they're probably going to gank him. And if you just have the Lich sitting there keeping the wave back underneath the tower, I think that's fine. He gets his own levels, he can stack the jungle a little bit, both the new medium camp and the big camp, and just in general try and secure Demon some farm. Because, like we've seen, if a Storm Spirit has a bad start, then it can take him a very long time to recover. And like we saw in that epic Vici Gaming versus First Departure game, he got there eventually, but it took him forever, and that gave the space to Sylar to get the farm that he needed.
Yeah, and it just kind of mentally wears you down when you have to, you get killed so often. Yeah, you get a couple of good initiations and you start turning things around, but like to get there, like you mentioned, it just takes too much time, and really, Hachi just had a tough time in that scenario for First Departure. So, though we'll see what happens. However, right now as MVP starts things off, they'll go for the block obviously for Demon. Let's see how his block compares up to that of Xiaowei. He's actually missed his block a little bit. I'm not sure if that was intentional. He's got Acid Spray, and Demon, of course, well, he'll just take some damage as well as minus armor, and he'll be fine, though. It is going to be that dual lane for now. Forev already using that sacrifice. I believe it was in this top lane here, and like you mentioned, they were going to do that first, and they're blocking very effectively, so March should get farm under this tower right now. Xiao had already pushing the wave out with that Acid Spray, doing some damage, getting last hits on top of that. Down bottom, Yao should be getting some decent farm here because he is this offlane Nature's Prophet. He's not up against the tri-lane like we saw previously in the previous game for LGD. They have boots up in the Nature's Prophet as well, so he should do just fine, I think, in this lane.
Yeah, it's an alright matchup for the Prophet. It does need to be a little bit careful. I would give the advantage to the Weaver even just in the straight up 1v1, so the Venomancer participating as well.
I'm having issues.
Trouble.
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah. Are you having issues, or is it just me?
No, I'm okay at the moment.
Great. Excellent. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm not dropping frames. I've never
Is it just the game is slide showing, basically?
No. The connection actually drops. Okay, we're back. Well, interesting. Not sure what happened there. I don't think it was my internet. No frames were dropped, so no harm done. Everything's going standard now. Ro16 continuing to try to get farm. Roaming around from the side is DDC. Looking to maybe initiate on Forev. Lucien Beam's going to go. Rabbit can't fight this. Night Stalker doing some work. Nice telekinesis stun on the Night Stalker. Can't continue to chase. Rabbit can turn around. Lucien Beam there. Will there be enough damage? He can't get close. Void is up on DDC. Right clicks are going. Forev juking into the trees. First blood is going to go for DDC. Well played coming out. Rabbit trying to get back and making sure DDC can't go down. And they turn it that way. Somehow they get that kill, and that looked very close. But in the end, just well played from LGD.
And just really nicely played from LGD. You know, Rabbit sat there trading hits with March because he knew that March didn't have enough mana to void him and finish him off. So, just really good awareness. Check the mana on the Night Stalker, and I think he's going to be fine. So first blood gets picked up, and LGD off to a pretty good start. We still got a smoke up on the Chen as well, so hopefully, if he gets a lucky creep, might be able to move over towards mid. And he's actually got a troll right now, so yeah. Here we go. Here's the mid move.
Yeah, and right as you say it, they go for it. So mid lane Demon has to be careful again. So
the line's drawn. They're gonna maybe loop around onto top.
No, they're right in the jungle there. They're looking for a dive on Rabbit, and they know maybe the supports are missing. But now, where do the heroes for MVP go? They're sitting here in the trees. Rabbit's going to run right into them. He's got no help just yet. They're looking. The Void doesn't hit. He jukes them out with the trees. Now Dark Troll Warlord is coming through. Clarity gets canceled. There's the Void. It's already done. Frostbite already went as well. There's the Test of Faith. Doing some damage, and not enough. Lucent Beam. Cancel it. Casts it. There it goes. Rabbit finally grabbing the kill with it. And just like that, they wrap around, grab the kill. They don't roam mid to get the kill for Demon, but they still grab the kill top for Rabbit, getting more gold for him to farm with.
And Yao's dead bot.
Oh, yeah. So I thought he was going to be rather safe down there, but he with Shikuchi is able to do enough damage to pick up the kill, which is a nice little, gold influx for him. So just like that, at least they get one kill. Xiao in the mid lane continue to farm away with his acid spray, and Demon is actually behind, but only by one, so he's not doing too bad. Demon doing very well, in comparison. Obviously, Xiao is a tough matchup for Demon because, I mean, this is a legendary mid player, and Demon's good in his own right. On a Storm Spirit, though, with acid spray doing work to you, you don't have those levels just yet, so you're not doing as much damage, and Xiao can regen pretty effectively. He's got that salve, he's got bottle up now as well. Top lane roaming through is Rabbit as well as DDC. They're just trying to pull right now, grab some last hits for the Rubik and get some experience from him as well. DD has had a good time in the jungle. He's actually 1,165 gold right now, so you can buy something if necessary. But another roam coming in from MVP.
Yeah, the one thing that you have to keep in mind for Demon is that he actually backed off mid as soon as March and Forev went and snooped around and didn't spot the Rubik. But Xiao Wei, he's got a haster and he's up here. There's a TP from the Prophet as well.
DDC getting right-click down from March right now. Some damage is being done on the other side of things. Forever is going to fall first. DDC telekinesis. Here comes Yao. Sprout misses. March trying to get out of there. Body blocks coming through. Lucent Beam doing work. Now the Void. He wants to take down DDC. That's not happening. Double kill for Xiao 8. Just like that. It's 4-1 again. So fight's definitely going the way of LGD as of right now. Giving them more room, giving them more experience, and giving them more gold. The good thing for MVP is that Demon is farming very effectively. He now has the most last hits in the game. He's got a stack going his way on top of that, too.
I'm just keeping an eye on Yao bottom lane. I think he's going to be alright. Worth pointing out is that Ro16 still has the first... So he bought the first pack of wards at the start of the game, and then didn't place the second one. Xiao gets jumped over on mid lane. Still regening up, though.
Chemical Rage, so strong. Gotta throw the unstable. March will get stopped in his tracks. That's a bit of damage as well. Now, keep in mind, this is the first nighttime, and it's been nighttime for some time now, about a minute and a half or so. So, Nightsucker, he's only level 3, and this is the problem when you put him in a lane with another hero. He doesn't get the experience that you might like to have on a Nightsucker, plus the farm. He's only got boots and a GG branch, and I keep making an emphasis on the fact that Nightsucker's nighttime is really, his first big one is the second night right now with the changes to nighttime, but still, you'd like to have a bit more than what he has now, and they're going to look for a dive on Yao. He's potentially TPing out of there. Top lane, they're actually going for the tower, and they're going to grab it as well. Yao's going to back himself off. He's got no mana right now. He's going to throw the treants first. March gets spotted out by the creep wave, unfortunately, so that gank is snuffed out. And we'll continue further here at 6 minutes in. The regen room top for Xiao 8, and I don't know. It looks like MVP is not off to the best start once again.
It was a bit optimistic for March. He just ran straight past the ward on the bottom side of the map, and that was 100%, I think, just why Yao didn't get caught out. Also, the Night Stalker's just off the map. You have to be a little bit suspicious. So, LGD, things are working out really well. Just MVP going to throw up a bunch of super defensive wards, but that's not really what their lineup is built for. And
Look at
just getting dived on top lane.
That's the tier 2 tower that they just don't care about. Xiao 2 is like, yeah, I'm just going to kill you. And DDC just telekinesis him to help him out. So, they do get the tower down bottom, at least that's region, and I think that was with the Plague Wards doing the job there, so there is something to look forward to. They do have a little bit of gold coming in right now. The problem is March is not farming, and he's the one in the off lane, obviously, trying to get something done. Demon is the one to keep your eye on. He is going to be going for an Orc Malevolence with the second Robe of the Magi coming out soon. And Region continuing to farm away on that Venomancer, or at least just get something. He's level 3 as well, and I think really the biggest person to keep your eye on is Heen, who's played that Venomancer twice in a row now, and he has had a kill at least, so it's a lot more than he had in the previous game. Yao is actually getting ganked right now. The TP is going to come out. They can't get the kill. They don't waste the Venomous skill. They didn't have enough mana for it anyways. So, no harm, no foul in just trying to gank him. He will TP away, but okay. And now the TPs start coming in for Yao. They want to try to go for this tier 1 tower. The push is coming. You can see the Sensor Cons here. DD's up. He's got Hand of God as well, so level 6 is up and available. He's got Arcane Boots. He'll start his Buckler very soon. If he's the one building it, I'd imagine he is. So they've got to be careful. There's a tier 1 tower. Now Demon spotted. Out of position. Telekinesis. Lucent Beam gets blown up. Fade Bolt will grab the kill. Demon falls once more. March getting pushed back. He's sitting now under the tier 2 tower. This is actually very close. He's got to be careful there. They're going to go right on the tower. Void up on Xiao 8. Will do some damage. March taking the back end of a Lucent Beam. And they want to go for 2 here. And I don't, see why not, so.
MVP can't possibly fight into this Eclipse. I think they've got like 3 level 4 heroes. 4 has managed to grab level 6, so he's got the Chain Frost ready, but I don't know, there's a bunch of Treants and a bunch of Centaurs, so it's not going to do all that much.
Look at this 8-minute tier 3 push casually. The Chain Frost is going to go. They'll try to split. They do an okay job. It goes to a couple of the creeps, and yeah, they're not too concerned. Demon's going to get hit up, or using, excuse me, that nice little vortex. It doesn't matter, though. He gets hit with the Eclipse, the right-click damage, everything under the sun. Or the moon, if you will. Heen, Lucent Beam to his back of the head, and yeah, I don't know. Now it looks like there's just going to be a free tier 3 tower here. There's no mech coming out. They don't need it. Hand of God's down for another minute and, well, minute and about 50 seconds. And send back to DDC. He'll be home now. Regen up and get back into the engagement. And this looks like maybe a 9 to 10 minute Rax. He gets Lucent Beamed. He goes down very easily. And this is ridiculous. A 9-minute Rax coming out. LGD are getting everything they want and more. Lucid Beam up on March. They're pushing everybody back. Unstable's getting thrown on Regen. They're not going to dive unnecessarily. Here comes Demon with the pull, with the Static Remnant on the ground. Rabbit's very low. They need to keep him alive if possible. Still going to go down. Demon grabbing the kill. So a little bit of an over pursuit coming out from LGD. They do take the melee Rax. Now looking for Xiao 8. He's got a lot of damage taken. Chemical Rage is making him regen. Now he wants to try to turn on March. Can he do this is the question. Acid Spray going right on through. Back in his DDC. Telekinesis on Demon. They will grab that kill on the Alchemist in the end. Shikuchi was stolen by Rubik. DDC going up on the high ground now. No telekinesis. He's got Fade Bolt and 2 taking too much damage, and they will grab this kill, but still, the damage. No, Lucid Beam. Rabbit's back in. He takes the kill on Demon. Where did he come from? He's back and ready to fight. He's like, I want to go out there, but wait a second. You do a lot of right-click damage. No, sir, you don't want to do that. Lucid Beam's going through telekinesis. That is a dead Weaver. Just like that. And LGD, they do it again.
Yeah, they're making it look really easy right now. I mean, it's just really stable lineup. They didn't even have their mech up for any of that, so Xiao now got that in hand. They could head to Ro16 if they really wanted. I think at this point, LGD could do whatever they please. Mass DP's going bottom lane from MVP, however.
Yeah, getting initiated on by Demon. You can see Demon trying to do some work, and will pick him up. They kill now. Nature's Wrath goes through Lucent Beam, a lot of damage. March, the right clicks from the phase boots are doing an exceptional job of chunking them all down. Forev getting caught out of position, as well as Demon with the telekinesis. Fade Bolt, not enough damage, but the Centaur and the clap coming in from the Hellbear Smasher. Forev getting caught out as well. Mech's gonna go for LGD. It's a double kill for Rabbit. They're getting caught way out of position. Killing spree as well for Xiaotuji. Now the tier 1 tower is gonna fall as soon as they find Regen. They're pinging, they know he's over there. He'll make himself a little bit of a ward block. He uses that time lapse to get back out of there, back to full health. Unstable Concoction flying through. Triple kill coming out for Rabbit as they get the vision on Regen. The tier 1 tower about to go down again, 16-4. The score once more lopsided in favor of LGD. The graph should show the same. 10,000 gold lead at 11 minutes and almost a 10,000 experience lead on top of that. Xiao 8 and the rest of LGD, they don't want to stop.
There's no reason to. I mean, what can MVP do? Maybe they can throw the Poison Nova and a Chain Frost and they can tickle them a little bit, but then they're just going to pop Mech and Hand of God and be absolutely fine. So this LGD Death Ball has absolutely no reason to stop.
And it really is a death ball. You look at all the creeps, of course the Fury on Treants, and I mean, if they had they have a Necrobook actually coming out for Chen. Once they get that, it's going to be even worse. Plus a tanky Alchemist to lead the way, and really pretty farmed Luna for the time. So, MVP, telekinesis back from Heen. They'll need a stun. Centaur Con stun does miss. Now we see an initiation from Demon. Ball Lightning looking for a pull. Now he says, I've gone too far. Unstable up on him. The right clicks. He'll fall next. Chain Frost goes, and like you said, Mech and Hand of God fly. It's bouncing pretty effectively. They will lose their Chen. In the end, it's a 2-for-2 trade. They're defending this, it looks like, and Xiao 8 actually has to back off. Eclipse was already used. Centaur Conqueror Stomp is going to fly in. The right clicks are there. March way out of position. Ball Lightning from Demon. What can he do next? Pull. Damage coming through. Heen's here as well. They have no vision or detection. It looks like they don't mind. Lucent Beam is going to go on Heen right now. The right click's coming through still. Now they're going to look for a tier 3 tower down in the bottom set. Just too much damage to deal with. Too much survivability. Too much tankiness.
Yeah, I mean, LGD, they have 4 heroes that are still on full HP. Granted, Yao did just respawn and TP bot, but MVP threw everything that they had into that fight and got 2 kills. And part of that was just Chen dying to a pretty lucky Chain Frost.
Ball Lightning from Demon once more. Lucent Beam. He is going to fall. Looks like no. Ball Lightning away. Regen's the only one to fall thus far. But the Fade Bolt makes sure that it takes care of that. March down as well. Yule Scepter now on the Rubik. And 13 minutes into the game. Keen's just Yakooching away on the outer skirts of the base, and staying very clear of that LGD death ball. That's another set of Necrobooks done coming out for Zhao 8. Unstable's going to go on Forev. He's a little too far on the base for them to go in and look for the kill. You can see DD's actually just jungling right now, looking for potentially another creeper pushing down that tier 2 top, maybe the name of the game. And now a TP is going to come in from Yao once again, back in the fight. Midas is up. He's going to make some trees and go for the tier 4 towers. It looks like they're pinging on him, though. Ball lightning looking for the pull. Can't get it done right now. Yao in a bit of trouble. Venomous Gill does fly. Yao trying to TP out. Nature's Wrap. They're not fighting this, but there's a big unstable. The acid spray. Then that keeps everybody up except for Yao. March getting chased down. Yules, they want to get the Centaur Con Stomp ready. No. They're just looking for right-click damage, and they're going to find it and grab a double kill for DDC. There's 2 heroes left for MVP right now, and it looks like LGD just want to finish this. The tier 4s are ready to go down.
They have 3 Necrobooks? Or does Yao have... No, okay, no. He doesn't have his finishes yet.
Are fortified.
Yeah, LGD just gonna go for the GG here. I don't think any big surprise. And I guess that's gonna be MVP out of the competition. LGD are going to advance to play against DT Club in the next round, I believe.
I'm not sure about that. I think the way they do it is they have another set of matches coming in tomorrow that decides who plays who, but I'm not sure. Demon coming in with the ball lightning, the pull on Yao, taking a bit of damage. Mac will keep him alive. Chain Frost is going as well. Keen, though, getting stunned up the Eclipse. Demon, not too happy about his performance, it looks like. Rabbit with the triple kill. GG is called. And finally, at long last, well, 14 minutes into the game, LGD takes the victory. MVP just having a rough set of games here, Base.
Wow. Poor Yao. Like, what Demon is quoting is actually Yao's score.
Oh, wow.
There's 1 death on Zhao 8, and 1 death on DD, and 1 death on Rabbit, and 6 deaths on poor Yao.
Well, then that's just the heavy NA Dota flames coming out right now from Demon. So
Demon chose his target, and he stuck with it.
Yeah, shots fired.
Dedication.
Hard work, dedication. Shots fired from Demon. But to be fair, that's just a rough team to go up against. You talked about it. They tried to get farm for Demon. He had some great initiations. March tried to do his best with doing damage. He just couldn't get farm enough on that Night Stalker, so they couldn't really start rolling and get anything done. But that is going to do it for us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 4 best-of-3 series with myself and Basekip. And I guess before we get out of here, Basekip, you got any shout-outs, or where can they find you?
So I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all under the name of Basekip. So if anybody wants to figure out what I'm up to, you can do that. I'd love to hear feedback on my co-casting, guys. I don't get to do it that much, so you can email me at basekipdota@gmail.com. But otherwise, shout out to BTS for having me on to cast, and obviously shout out to you, Mott. Thanks for having me along.
Thank you for casting with me. I really appreciate it. Obviously, I kind of got told last minute, like, hey, you want to do some casting? I said, absolutely, with Basekip. Sure, why not? We'll definitely do it. And you did fantastically, so thanks for being here, Kip. Once again, shout-outs to BTS as well for letting us cast on their channel. Always a pleasure working with them, and to provide, quality cast is a nice thing as well. So, for me, my name is Mott. You can follow me at twitter.com/MottDota2. I'm a little tired here. It's about, I think, 9 o'clock my time. However, I'm not done just yet. I'll be on the Dota Radio morning show in just about an hour or so at 10:20 in the morning. Yep, so about an hour from tonight, or from this time, excuse me. You can check it out at twitch.tv/ I think Dota Radio, I believe is where it is.
I think it's Zyori TV.
Is it Zyori TV? Yeah, it is Zyori TV.
So.
I think you're right. So either way, make sure you check it out. There will be some tweets about it on my Twitter, on Ziri's Twitter. So twitter.com/MottDota2 for me. Let's see, any other shout-outs here? No, I guess that should be it. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.